Hello everybody, it's Glass Half Dead here, and I know what you're thinking. Did I read that title correctly? Yes, you did. Now, I don't know how I stumbled upon this. I didn't Google Warhammer MMO. I didn't see it on a Reddit post. I don't know how I found this. Maybe Google really is like plugged into this bad boy more than it should be. But Warhammer Odyssey, it is a Warhammer MMO. Yeah. That's effectively the news. But I should probably talk for another, 9.5 minutes, shouldn't I? Okay. Let's very quickly go over what Warhammer Odyssey is. First things first, and this is the bit that's going to make most of you turn this video off. Warhammer Odyssey is an open world MMO. So it's that, but it's only for Android and iOS. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's a weird choice, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong. Even if it's like a really compact MMO, why wouldn't you release it on desktop? I'm sure that the desktop market must be bigger than Android and iOS in that regard. Anyway, let's scroll down a little bit and see just what this is going to be. Okay, so this is the other thing. And this is a really odd one. It's based in the old world. Why? It's so strange. Games Workshop is trying to obviously push Age of Sigmar, right? Their own, 100% their own IP. I'm almost starting to think nobody wants their own IP. Because you can't sell it. Maybe, and everybody wants these slightly more traditional races that kind of ring a chord with the average consumer that isn't a Warhammer nut, you know, whereas the new stuff for Games Workshop doesn't, maybe? I don't know, but that's kind of what it seems like, because at this point, this can't have been in development long enough that it missed the release of Age of Sigmar, so why would... Anyway, let's keep going. So, Warhammer Odyssey is a 3D mobile MMORPG coming soon to Android and iOS. Covered. Explore iconic locations of the fantasy Warhammer world. Warhammer Fantasy World. So we actually start in Moorsleep, which is kind of cool. I'm sure the old veterans out there will know Moorsleep. I don't know how to pronounce that, by the way. Not German. And a game and world that will develop and expand over regular episodic updates. So for those of you that are quite into the gaming scene, and I assume if you're still here 3 minutes into a video, you are, episodic updates may scare you, right? I mean, what was the last episodic game that was good? Well, I guess we had all of the Telltale stuff, you know, those were episodic. I guess Hitman tried to be an episodic game. What does it mean, though? We don't really know at this point. Obviously, there aren't many actual, you know, there's not many facts coming our way yet. But we do have another interesting little piece here. So, this is our Choose Your Adventure. And notice that the playstyle is healer / ranged DPS. We go to the next one. Tank / healer. DPS / support. DPS. Melee DPS / tank. DPS. There you go. So 6 classes in total at release, you know, but let's assume 6 classes. And notice that they are following the standard, you know, the holy trinity of the MMO, of the RPG world, of healer, tank, DPS. I'm really curious. Okay, so I used to be a huge MMO player. World of Warcraft was my thing. World of Warcraft Classic just released, so, you know, these are big times for MMOs coming back. But, and I feel this has to be asked, but how engaging is the gameplay on a phone? Right? I have never played an MMO not on my desktop, not on my PC. So I don't really know what's up, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what that gameplay is like. Is it going to be Diablo style? So you click to move somewhere and then you tap the screen? That sounds crap. But I don't know. I don't know. And then this here is the only article with information that we actually have at the moment. It tells you, it kind of covers everything I've just said, because I kind of summed it all up for you. So it gives you your 6 classes: Dwarf Slayer, Dwarf Engineer, Human Warrior Priest, Human Witch Hunter, High Elf Shadow Warrior, High Elf Archmage. Cool. It points out that we start in Morrslieb, and then, obviously, so at the moment, you can't actually do anything. There is nothing interactive on this site. The only thing you can do is sign up to their newsletter, which it just shows it. Oh, I've probably covered that up, haven't I? Sorry about that, guys. So it's just warhammerodyssey.com. There you go. You can't go wrong. And then pre-register now. The pre-register will, obviously, they will send you updates, like the release date, hopefully. And they will also, it signs you up to the beta, basically. I've gone Android because I have an Android. Yeah. And I think that's about it, really. Yeah. So I there's nothing else to say, but I've got like 4 minutes, so I'm going to talk some crap now, I think. Let's have a quick read, because this is really the final thing. We take players on a journey through Warhammer's old world. Initially the city of Marienburg and its surrounding area. Well, I got that wrong. Morrslieb is a moon, isn't it? Oh, what a twat. From winding back alleys through to the depths of Drakwold Forest. As the game expands through regular episodic content updates, we will bring to life other iconic locations throughout the world. For those who are already fans of Warhammer's rich lore, you may also cross paths with some familiar faces during your adventures. Now, if we click on this, this looks like it's just artwork, doesn't it? Doesn't look like that's actually gameplay. Okay, that's artwork, that's artwork. This, however, click on it, this is what it could look like. This is obviously not showing us gameplay. There's no UI here, there's no HUD. We don't know what this is, but my official guess is that what's going to come our way is a top-down style, like tap stuff kind of game. So, you know what? That kind of game has been done a lot before. One of the most notable ones that's upcoming is, of course, Diablo Immortal by Blizzard. By Blizzard. So it's not like it's an unknown genre. It's not like there's nothing there. But I also kind of question, one of the big things about MMOs is the social aspect, which I feel has really been exemplified by WoW Classic coming back out. One of the big things that I believe, obviously I have zero data and I could just be talking out of my arse here, one of the things I believe that people have gone back to Classic WoW for is, and this is going to sound odd, the removal of antisocial features. So one of the big things that Blizzard was like, you don't want to go back to that. You don't remember how bad it was. And they specifically cite trying to find a group of players, right? And in the current World of Warcraft, for those of you that don't know, you literally just open a menu, you click the dungeon you want to go to, you click your spec, your specialization, from the Holy Trinity, from DPS, tank, and healer. You wait 5 minutes, you port to a magical place that is completely unconnected to the rest of the world with 4 other people that you will never meet again because they're not on your realm, they're not on your server, etc. And that's it. It's an entirely single player experience. But back in WoW Classic, you had to not get to know people. There was a social contract. And these were people that you would meet again. Everybody in that group probably leveling at roughly the same speed. Okay, maybe someone, only plays once every other month or something, and one of them plays 24 hours a day. But, generally, as you level, because leveling was a much slower process then, you would probably see players again and again, and you would get to know people, even if you didn't communicate much in a group. social aspects are huge in MMOs. I personally don't have an interest in a Korean style grind MMO. That's not really my thing. I want collaborative gameplay where every person is responsible for their role, and part of that is being able to communicate and talk. And I don't want a dialogue wheel. I don't want to, click Y and press 1 and that means I say hello. I want to talk, and I want to be a tank calling shots, saying pull this, CC that. That's what really gets me to, that's what I really love about MMOs. And that's, oh gosh, this is going to turn into a WoW Classic rant. But no, basically, what I'm saying is, Warhammer Odyssey, I'm super skeptical. I'm going to be honest. Warhammer doesn't always have the best reputation as creating good games. Licensing their IP to companies that then create good games. Obviously, there have been some real gems. There have also been some real stinkers along the way. Yeah. I'm super skeptical, if I'm honest. I would love an amazing Warhammer MMO, but as soon as I hear it's only on mobile devices... ugh. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention because it's a Warhammer MMO at the end of the day, which is still amazing. And for some reason, I hadn't heard about it anywhere. I had assumed that since I saw it, there would be posts on Reddit, just spamming the front page of everywhere saying, oh, Warhammer MMO. And I didn't see any. So I've done this so that at least my followers, people viewing this video, can see and say, oh, cool, Warhammer, nice, MMOs. I'm here for Kill Team, actually, so stop screwing around, please. And that's fair. Anyway, you are now aware. And this has been Glass Half Dead, hoping you've had a good day and hope you continue to have a good day. Goodbye.